talked about cutting. I talked about a hiring freeze. I talked about management. I don't have to point the finger. I came in here this evening and first I spoke to Dr. Rhonda Y. Williams from Case. She's very nice. She smells good this evening. Okay? And then I reached out to say hello to the mayor, and he wouldn't even reciprocate me reaching out. But I'm bigger than that. After 18 years, this is inexcusable, unacceptable. Now we're going to be in the media again. They're back in fiscal emergency. We had no responsibility in underlying that for putting together a fiscal recovery plan. That's not our responsibility, and I said that. That is the administration's responsibility. Us working together, we can help that. But in that process, it didn't work real well because certain people can speak and certain people couldn't speak and that type of thing. And I don't want to get into personalities. But here we are. 17,600 citizens. 18 years under fiscal emergency, and the state's getting ready to come back in here. At night, rail spots, I see the police going up and down the street, and for the most part, they're on the case. At night, I hear the fire engines. For the most part, they're on the case. But we're going to have to cut. And this is what I was trying to prevent. Us going there. Why? Because I was a part of that. And I know what the state does and that type of thing. If we had just been frugal, but throughout the process, hiring has been taking place. We're not taking furlough days, etc. etc. We took furlough days for years at the county. So, what do we do now? Number one, the embarrassment of being on fiscal emergency. Again, 18 years, 6 out, whether you like the previous mayor or not, we came out under him, but now we're going right back. So that means possibly cutting hours, Dr. Joy Jordan, but that's going to be a decision that has to be made. Instead of working an 8-hour, maybe a 6-hour. I'm just speculating here. People being cut in an area that no one wants to be cut in the police. That may have to take place. So we got a situation here. And I need to say from my heart that I think it could have been prevented. Because we look at the financial situation, we knew what the financial situation, but the action that needed to be taken was not taken. Okay, now we talked about $1 million so far to $500,000 through the HUD and going back to another administration, but we didn't talk about the American Traffic Solution. We owe them a lot of money, and we owe a lot of money. Conservatively, maybe 5 or 6 million. It could be higher. That's why we're going back into fiscal emergency. Perhaps it will help us work more together, but there's got to be a spirit of cooperation, and that's been missing in the whole process. I was hoping that when we worked on a fiscal recovery plan, that the administration and the council will work together, but it was only to a point, and you know that. So, consider this. I don't know what we're going to do now. After 6 years, 18 years, we're back into fiscal emergency because we didn't do or it wasn't done what needed to be done when it was talked about. I think I talk about it almost consistently for the last 2 years. Everybody knows I talk about it. And those that at home that look at Channel 9 know I've been talking about this fiscal thing for the longest. I said, where are we getting this money? Where are we hiring these people? Etc., etc. Now, what's going to happen? Somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody who's got a family that's been counting on getting paid, they're going to get cut. Somebody's going to get hurt because the money's not there. And I've said this, you who budget at home, if you spend more than you bring in, you got a problem. If you have a credit card, if you overspend, you get penalized. This ain't no rocket science here. And then, at a time like this, the finance director leaves Did he know that the ship was sinking? Did he know? Okay, and he jumped off the ship? Did he know that? Okay? Right. I don't want to point the fingers, but I kept talking about it and talk about it, and I take no praise for this, because this could have been prevented. Thank you.
Thank you.